crafty friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. If you're a new subscriber, I want to say hello, and thank you for subscribing. We're going to work on the October journal and just kind of wrap it up in the next few days because we're getting close to November already, right? It's been a busy week or two for me, so I'm trying to jump back in and get everything taken care of. And yeah, I just wanted to work on my cover. Now I did a cover and I'm going to show you how I did it. It's pretty simple though. I'll just walk you through some of the steps. So I'm going to do like this wrap to go around it, and I did some resin on top of some fish, and I want to attach them to my cover. But I wanted to show you that I did this really simple wrap cover, which is what I was going for, because I wanted to protect the inside part of the journal. I didn't want that, all these bubbles and that getting, you know, wrecked in some way or another. And so I just made this kind of wraparound journal cover. Okay, and I made it out of that wax paper that I made in one of my recent videos. If I can think about it, I will put a card here somewhere for you to see it, and it will also be down in the description box below. And I made these fun waxed papers, and yeah, so what I did was let me cut off some of these silly edges. I should have done this ahead of time, sorry. Okay, so what I did was I just measured it to the height. It goes this way with the water on top. I just measured it to the size of the journal, and then I cut it. Pretty simple stuff, right? But I figured if I didn't show you what I did, you'd all be wondering what I did. Just getting a pencil. So yeah, I just kind of lined it up and put a little mark. And then I just cut that down. Okay, and that gave me the wraparound part. Like so. Okay. And so, this way, I just lined it up to this edge, wrapped it around. I gave myself a little leeway because I haven't really done anything on the inside of the journal. And then for here, I just folded this edge over 1/4 of an inch. So I just scored it and folded it over, see here. And then I sewed down and all the way around with this edge on it. And that edge, this tab I just took from this piece here. So I just took a piece of this and I folded it, okay, to whatever size I wanted the tab. All right, and then I cut it to width. So first I cut it this way, then I cut it that way. And you can make this any way you want. This is just how I made mine. And then the width was the bottom, so we'll say there, abouts. And then I just picked a spot over, so I think I went like 1/4 of an inch on this side, and then 1/4 of an inch from that side. I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to demonstrate. And then from the corner here, I cut up. Same thing on this side, we'll cut down, because I'm right-handed. And then I just rounded the corners. And then I attached it here before I did any sewing. Once I had it attached, I just used my crocodile to put a hole and then make an eyelet through there and wrap some. I found some gold that I thought would go good with this because we have a lot of gold in here. And so that's where we are. Okay, so now you see how I made that. All right, and you don't have to sew. You could just you could just attach it with glue. I did test some 3-in-1 or Fabrifix, and it worked. So somebody had said they weren't sure that it was going to glue to the wax, but it did. So that's what I'm going to use to glue down these guys, which I'm going to have here. And so I did a coral, one for the front and one for the back. These curled a little. I put resin on them, and so they curled, but that's okay because it's going to be on the outside anyway. I think this one's for the back because I made it bigger. This one's for the front. So these are those fussy cut extras that I gave you guys, and I'm just going to glue them on. And I thought it would be fun to kind of have one of these fun fishes here, and then maybe another one down here. These are so silly. Maybe him. I think maybe I wanted to put one on the back. And I made this guy for like right here. Get a bug in here. So yeah, so I thought I'd glue them down with you guys. We'll just do that. Obviously, this is not going to bend back because it's resin and it's hardened. So I'm just going to glue the part that is going to stick. It's going to be like this whole part. Now, will this be the most, you know, long lasting? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to hold up over time. I'm going to get the center glued, and then I'll look to maybe glue a little more. We'll see. But I do want to get the fishy on there. I don't want it too much, but all right, like that. All right, now that I know where they are, I can kind of open it and push them down. Okay, we're gonna let them dry over here. And we'll work on some of the inside while that's drying. What do you think about that? All right. So I did a few things. I put down this pocket. I am doing everything with my vintage photo around the outside. So if you want to do that, you can. This side has nothing, so I'm just gonna do this, and then maybe I'll go over it with something blue. Let's see what we get here. I think I'll look at my blues and see what I have. So these are my blue oxide inks. I have my little mat. I guess I could use this. It's just a sheet of plastic that came, I don't even remember what it came with. It came with something I ordered, and I just saved it. And so I can get rid of this. Let's see. I'm not sure what will look good and what won't. But let's draw salvaged patina, maybe. These are all oxides. Maybe some ice spruce. Maybe some broken china. I don't know. Let's see what we get. I need a brush. Okay, I got these new brushes. I ordered them from Amazon. They were a pack of, gosh, I don't know, 10 maybe, for like 12 bucks. And I started using them because I followed a lady on YouTube who does a different type of art. She does card making, I think, and I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, she was using a brush like this. And so I started using them and I really like them. So I'm going to continue to use them. So we'll take out a few of these. Actually, we'll get a green one for the greenish. I don't think I did one for salvaged patina. No. And I have to mark them after I'm done. So, all right, let's see. Let's see how these look. Let's use this for the ice spruce. They work really well for blending. If you're like a card maker and you do blending, these are awesome. I need something to test this on first. Okay, we could use some of that. It's a little dark, but we can go light. I just want to bring in some of these colors of the ocean. Sorry for the squeaky table. It is what it is. All right, so we'll do a little of that. They blend so nice too with these. So that's ice spruce. We'll keep you over there. And then I have this, which is the salvaged patina. I'm just going to test it over here. It's very blue, but that'll work. We can kind of blend this in. See how well they blend? It's just so pretty, which is why I wanted to get them. So if you like blending your oxides, I highly recommend these. I'll put a link down below for them. They were really, really reasonable, you know? So, and they work really good. So I think I'm actually going to get one more pack because they're just so wonderful. And I have more colors than I have brushes. Look at that. It's just stunning, isn't it? And this is just cardstock. They work amazing on like watercolor paper and mixed media paper. Okay, and then we can just put some droplets on here. I'm just going to spray into my hand and kind of splash, right? Because it's underwater. And then I'll get a paper towel. So I know this is just a mini little journal, and I like to just kind of show you guys some different techniques as they come up so you can use them in this and other journals, okay? And then you could go back in and do this. You can go over it with this. This has got to dry. I think it needs another splash. And then maybe I'll do, oop, I'm squirting that way. That's not going to help me at all, is it? Just want to flick some color to kind of give like that water bubble effect. And then maybe come in with this little trick. So maybe the broken china. Just put some of that on here and spray it and see if we can just kind of dab it on there. So I'm just going to spray some water on here. Kind of move it around. See how it's activated that oxide, and then gently just kind of drop it down like that. And we can go in with some of the salvaged patina and do the same thing. Yeah, that kind of looks like ocean waves, right? And the oxides will kind of get that matte finish, that hazy kind of matte finish. Let's do a little more of that. Such a pretty kind of addition to it. And then if you want, you can kind of go back in and cover up some of those spots if they become a little too light for you. I think these are a little too white for me, so I'm going to do that. And then I have my vintage photo here. Just come back over it. And I just think it's, you know, this is a lot for a little tag inside a little journal, but just to show you guys kind of some of the stuff that you can do. Now this is bleeding through and this is inkjet, so it might move some of that ink around, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to go blow dry it quick and I'll be back. All right, so it's all dry and you see it's kind of got a nice little bubbly effect. I'm going to get one of the tabs that I included. These for the top here, but I gotta ink it up a little. Just put a little ink on it, and you could sew on this. I'm just not gonna do sewing in this video right now anyway. And just kind of glue that on there like that. And we'll have this tag done. Oh, I guess I got some water on my page. Look. It's pushing around the coffee dyeing. Which will dry with a fun little effect in there. Okay. So there we go. And that's going to go there. So this was one of the ones I did with the embossing. Let that dry. I did a little tuck here, but I didn't put anything in it. So let's find something for that. And I have all of this fun ephemera. And you know what? Before I do that, let me just put these to the side so I don't mix them up, because I do have to label them. Alrighty, so where did you go? I love the flip-flop because you have so many opportunities to play around with the journal as you're building it out. Oh, this is fun. If I put her there, she kind of covers up some of these fish, and then when you take it out, you can see the big school of fish behind her, and it kind of looks like she's looking off in the distance. So why don't we put her there? I can't believe I didn't put anything on the other side of these. Not sure how that happened. All right, so she'll be a little card, and I'll just do this up with some of the vintage photo. And I think I have something that looks like scales in a, I do, look at this. So let me get, let's use the ice spruce since it's right here in front of me. I could kind of come in with a pink or something, but let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's just enough. You know, it's just a little hint. And then we'll come over on this side with this, and it'll kind of green it out a little. When you add the brown to this blue, it kind of gives the hint of a green. See? I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I see it. Okay. So she's going to go in here. I think that's fun. She's kind of hiding that school of fish. Oh, and I punched out, I took, let me show you how I did these. I took a piece of scrap. Here we go. So any scrap will do. And you can do these any size, but I happen to take this hole punch, which I think is a 1/4 inch. And I just punched out, Oh no, first hold on. I took my gold Sharpie. I have this gold metallic Sharpie. And I kind of went up and down the paper like this. Yeah, just making sure I'm in camera. And I don't want to do this on this. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And if I could do this with my gold watercolor too. Where is that? This might be, or if you have, you know, some kind of other gold something or other. Let me, these are my pearlescent colors from Fine Tech. And if I remember, I'll put a link to those down below, but I love these. The color is so rich. And there is, this is my favorite, obviously. It's the one I'm using the most. But it just has such a rich color. So we can do this too. And then you just punch out some pieces and make some gold coins. How fun is that? And then I took a little embossing. I have like a gold glitter embossing, which I wasn't that happy with. I mean, it kind of came out like glitter, which maybe that was what it was supposed to do, but I didn't think it was going to do that. And was not truly happy with the result because it's kind of, I don't know. I could have just used glitter. But it's heat set, so, all right, so let me dry that. Okay, so got two different kind of golds going on there. But you get the idea. And then I just punched it out with my hole punch. Like this, with this one. And make some bigger coins with the other. And I just stacked them up like they were a pile of coins at the bottom of the ocean, right? That's always where you find a stack of coins. Is at the bottom of the ocean. Gold bullion. And then for this one, why don't I use this one? I'll make some bigger coins for another page. These are fun. Just a little something to add some interest to your pages. And you can kind of, you could even put these on the edge of the page as tabs. If you did both sides, you'd have to paint both sides so that you don't see the blank on the other. But we'll find a page to put these on since I have them all ready. Mr. Merman. How about here? Some additional gold coins. I don't know. They look very gold, which is how they're supposed to look, but all right, let's just glue them down. Just going to make a pile. You just stamp them with a little face or something. I don't know what stamps you all have, but I'm sure you could find something creative in your stamping. I just thought it was a cute little way to kind of add some dimension and some more gold since it's throughout the journal. And there's always gold doubloons in a mermaid story. I have one more. And if you have like a jewel toned marker, you could do jewels, right? You could cut them out in a diamond shape or another different shape. I'm going to leave those over there because I already did one like that. Like so. And I could go over that with some embossing or something, but I kind of like it. And I could add some jewels. I could draw them in as well. How about we use one of our, we're on this page, so why don't we use one of our fish that I gave you guys in your extra for the month. You can put a couple of these guys in here. What do you think? I think that'll be fun. Let's get them to stand out. If we ink them, the edges stand out and it gives some more dimension. And I could put another piece of paper under them just to make them stand out a little more. Maybe we'll do that. But the ink kind of, and whatever color ink you use, will outline them so that they have a little more pop on the page, which I like. But let's get, where did that, here. I can just take a piece of this, kind of fold it in half, and just put it behind them. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you have foam, you could do that, but foam seems to take up a lot of room. So just a little piece of cardstock folded in half will give it just enough pop. So we're going to glue it together, and then we're going to glue it to the back of this guy. Like that. It sets it off just enough to give it a little pop, but it doesn't take up much bulk. All right. We'll have him diving. See how now it has some dimension? I just love that little trick. These are the guardians of the doubloons. There we go. And like that. Look at that. That's fun. Now they're like kind of off the page a little. We could lift his tail up a bit. I love it. So not everything has to be a pocket or things like that, but we do have to add some pockets. And we do have to add some other stuff because there's a ton of it. And we have to use it, right? So let me see how our cover is doing quick after I cap this. And you guys are already like on your way, so it's not like you need me to help you. So that's why I kind of come in here and just give you some additional ideas so that you can add that maybe to your playbook for this journal or something else. Okay, so those guys are dry. And that'll wrap fine. And then I think I want the seahorse on here. I was contemplating putting him there, but I might want him down here. Maybe I'll, I don't know. I think I'm just going to put him there. That's where he's going. And I already have some, actually, yeah. I already have some words on the inside of the journal, so I'm not really looking to get too much on this outer cover. It's more of a protective cover and just adding some interest. All right, so he's going to go there. And then the back, well, now I'm going to let the seahorse dry before I get crazy on the back. And I can see that this gold, as much as I like it, is now just going to get caught on these resin pieces. So I might have to rethink that, but let's let the seahorse dry. And I'll have to do some more building. All right, so what do we got? We've got tickets, we've got tabs, we've got this wavy pocket. I like him. Feel free to use whatever ink you like. It's your journal after all, and you get to do whatever you want. All right, you're going to sit there, and then I will decorate you further. Let me cap you. How are you guys all doing out there in YouTube land? I've been so busy. It's nice to slow down and do this for a while, and I can't believe November is right around the corner. You know what, actually, that page may not be the best because I'm going to see the glue. Nope. Yeah, I know my glue's going to dry. There we go. Still get to see my sea plants there. Okay, so I have that, and I definitely want a word here because it's very open, and I got these white and yellow words. So, got Title Magic. I've got this one that's already got some bordery effects, so maybe we'll use this one. Under the Sea. You glue that here. Pretty. Okay. Ooh, she's pretty. She's gorgeous. She's holding a pearl or something to that effect. Yeah, these I printed on the back side, so that's good. I'm just going to make this a journaling card. Now you can certainly back this with some, just some regular coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. You can ink it with a different color. Maybe we can throw some gold splatters on here. What do you think? Let's see. I'm going to get my box. You could use any kind of paint that you have, but I happen to have my spritzes, my distress spritzes, so maybe I'll use a couple of these. Let me see what the peeled paint looks like. Hold on. Gotta get it moving. Where's my ball? There you go. So this one's peeled paint. It's a little dark, so maybe not so much. I know that the peacock feathers is a vivid, bright color. What do we have here? This is where we're journal. So maybe just do the edge a little. And these have just like a slight sparkle. You can see I've been spraying in here. Let's see if I have anything else that'll work. Fossilized amber might be nice. Kind of go with that gold kind of feel. And these are kind of like those little tiny sprayers that Distress has, where if you push a little, it comes out bigger, and if you push a lot, it's more aerated. Peeled paint, not so much. What else? Uncharted Mariner. That sounds appropriate. Let's flip it over and try this side. It is coming through a little, but that's okay. I'm going to dry it. All right, this one's a little darker, so I'm just going to try to... There we go, just a little. All right, let me dry this. I'll be right back. All right, and so we have like a nice little glittery effect on this side, and we have some glitter on this side. And she's gonna tuck in there. I also have this little seashell that might be nice there. We have this little tag. Let's see, what else? We've got this one too. Let's do this one. Ooh, what a different... So I just did it with my tag punch instead, just to do something a little different. And what's fun too, if you want, you can turn these cards into pockets. Let's see if I can find something that will work here. These are my fussy cuts. Leave them over there. Like this. So we can take this guy and I'm just going to use this to round the edges where I have it indicated to make it a ticket. We're going to turn this into a mini pocket on the back of the journal card. I think that's a fun little surprise here. And then we'll tuck something in it. I mean, you can use these however you want. I'm just like to add a little interest and surprise. Nobody expects a pocket on the back of the journal card. Like so. And then we can tuck something in there. Maybe the sky. Another ticket. Ticket-ish. He can tuck in there, and then this can go in here. Fun. Okay. A little shipwreck there. We could put a word. What other fussy cuts do we have? A little sandcastle. Seashell. Where'd the sandcastle go? Here. I think I'll put him there as a tuck. And this is not rocket science, guys, but I know a lot of you are beginners and you're kind of a little intimidated by some of this. I don't want you to be. Do I want it here or here? I think over here. And all I'm going to do is just glue on the back, obviously, like just this L here. So here, just to make it a tuck, not a pocket. But I want you guys to see, it's like just a cutout you put down, right? So that gives you a little more room to put a bigger card in there. Or whatever you want. We can put a couple of tags, but let's see if there's something fun that will match the boat theme. How about the shipwreck one? Ta-da! Ba! I don't know. Let's see. We got this one. So many to choose from. We'll do a big one and a little one. I do like the sand. Oh, how about the octopus? He's fun. Gonna fit? Yep, he'll fit in there. And you take him out? Nah, actually, I don't like that much. Sorry. A sea turtle, mermaid. Oh. Let's see what else. What else? Pockets. Oh, we got this little one. That's fun. Sequins, some mermaids. Oh, this one's the sea. Gosh, so many pieces. Oh, these are all the ones we did in the last thing. Okay, so I do like this one. Oh, this one's got the embossing too. Okay, let's take these two. I'm going to add some ink to this one. And then I think I might just add a little resin. Actually, no, because that's going to come through the other side, and I don't want to fight with that, so we're not going to do that. But I can do something like this. So I can take this and put it down. Oh, actually, hold on. I have an idea. I need something with a back that's the same size. I don't mind that I cover one up because there's so many. But I could also make this a two-way card. What I want to do is take this, and I'm going to put it in the middle with a brad, and then it will spin on the card like that. So, and that's why I need the other one on the back. I'm going to just punch through this like that and get a brad. I don't have any gold. But I have some rub and buff. I also have spray paint, but I'm not doing that. And I have my marker. Let's see how the marker does. You know what? I think it's good enough. Yeah, that's what we're using. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it through here like this. Then I have a little interactive element. Hold on, I gotta do this off camera, guys. Sorry. My old eyes. These aren't the ones with the one side bigger than the other. Anyway, see? Now it will spin. We'll pull it up a little so you know that it spins. And then we will glue this one to this one so that it doesn't move around. And so you don't see that piece on the back, right? That's fun. I like this one. And we got these pretty gazing mermaids. Nice little fun interactive piece. I like it. So you can do that with any of the circle pieces, but this one seems appropriate since it's a compass rose. And, oh, I didn't do this side. Hold on. Does it need a piece on top? Probably, right? Some of those white edges. I have different tab tops too. I saw them. I just saw them. A bunch of them. Where did they go? Here's one with, it doesn't really match. This one might be cool. I'm just gonna fold it in that center. And then hopefully cut around it successfully, but we'll see. If you fold it first, then cut it, I just find it to be a little bit easier, but you do it the way you feel most comfortable. I'm not saying this is going to get it right anyway. Oh, pretty close. All right, is this gonna, yeah. Okay, so you actually are going to glue on the top of this. There's a little tab. Scooch it over. Come on. There we go. Okay, there we go. How fun is that? I like it. It's the little things that amuse me. Okay, so you can go in there, and then you can also go in there, but you're not inked, so let's ink you. Yeah, it is printing on this. It's just that it's very light. Probably more visible on camera. Some things are more visible on the camera, and I don't know why. All right, so those two are going there. So much ephemera. All right, this piece was meant to wrap over a page and then be like a little journaling space. So I'm going to ink it, and then I'm going to add some lines with my line stamp. But I wanted to do something where we could hang it over the page and do a hidden paper clip. So we'll do the hidden paper clip too. And then we'll put these on a different page though, because these kind of mimic the mermaids on the other side of that tag. And that's a little too close together. Okay, so we're going to stamp it. With this, my old standby. I think I'll go with watering can from Archival by Ranger. Do that, and then maybe we'll have a little fishy up top or something. Have these guys. Let's see. Oh, he's pretty. He might stand out. Let's try that. Yeah, I like him. His name is Mortimer. Hello, Mortimer. Welcome to your new home, under the sea. And you could add some embossing here. You know, we could do some, if you have like white Posca pens or something, you could draw in some bubbles. I do have a white pen. These things are touch and go, so let me just see. Oh, I guess we're going to get a good effect. We could do, let's give him some more of his eye there. And we'll just do some, I don't know if you guys can see me. Where am I? Okay, you can see. Yeah, I'm just going to do some water bubbles with the white pen. I don't know, the bubbles get bigger as they go up or smaller? What do you think? That's fun. What do you think, Mortimer? All right, so that's got to dry. How are we doing with this? All right, so that looks good. Yeah, this is not going to work here. As much as I love it, because it's gold, it's just not going to work. It's too, it has too many loose ends, and it's just going to keep getting caught. So let's find something a little more practical. Okay, not entirely gold, but probably better. Hey, you guys might be doing something completely different. I don't know. I just don't know what you're doing. All right, I like that better. All right, how you doing here? We have to do the back. Oh, I like it. I love it with the water. And I made some more bubbles, so I could put them on here also. This is going to stay very well. So that was the Fabrifix, or 3-in-1. It's the same practically. And then on the back, well, that's more of the same, isn't it? It is. How about we just do the 2 fish? I actually have 3 fish. Oh my gosh, he's so silly. They're both, look at this one and this one. They look very suspicious, very sus. They're both looking at you like, hey, what are you doing? All right, so we have him and him and him. So we can just do like that. And then that will be my back. It's just fun. They're just fun. It's just fun. Just have fun. Yeah, he's going to go up a little. He's periscope up. Oop, don't go there. Right there. You are going right here. Okay, also up. Everybody wants to get out. Except this guy. All right, they're going to dry over there. Let's see how Mortimer's doing. All right, that's all dry. I feel like I want something here, maybe a word. You know, like a prompt. A prompt. Tales from the Deep. Why not? Hey, let's outline it with our gold marker. Let's see how that looks. Just kind of using the edge. It's here. You always have to have stuff on your desk, so they have stuff to play with. I like that. Probably be better with the paint. I really like the way the watercolor looks. It's just such a more vivid gold, but I think it works. Tales from the Deep. Yeah, we'll just put that down. All right, guys. Let's see. Do I want to? Yeah, we'll put it here. It's a prompt for the... I don't think I have any fish stamps. I'm trying to think. don't think so. I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, why don't I have any fish stamps? But I don't, so that's cool. But we have to get this over a page, which means we need to make the hidden paper clip. And that's what this was for, to kind of help you make a hidden paper clip, which we'll make together. Very simple. If you've never made one before, once you get the concept, you can make them out of anything. And I have. I'm going to do the other side because in this case we might see some of it. And actually, let's take some of this ice spruce because I have it here. And I'll just use what's on the brush. Because I don't want it to... I just want to cover up some of that white. Okay, so maybe I didn't have as much as I thought, but I just want to cover up some of it. And then I can come in here. Just because we will see some of it because I'm going to put a piece of paper that's only going to fit like part of this. All right, so what you want to do is, in this case, this is an attached piece. So I want a piece of paper that's going to run this size, and it can be a scrap. So, scrap. Doesn't matter what it is. This happens to be blue, so it'll work. So I'm just going to cut it. Let me cut it to size, and then I'll cut it again. All right, I'm just going to use this as a gauge. We're going to have to cut some of it off, but we want it a little smaller than the outer piece, just slightly. All right, so I'm going to cut about that off, and then I'm going to cut this just slightly thinner. Okay, because I want it to fit between these two, so I'm going to have to cut off quite a bit more. I want it to fit between this top point and that other top point. So I guess I'm going to go, and nobody's going to see this part, so you don't have to be like super precise with how you're cutting it. But basically that's what we got. And we're going to fold this piece in half. Okay, so we have this piece and we have this piece. And this piece is going to fit under that piece, but we need a paper clip. So let's find one to fit the size. I'm going to use a gold one because I have them and I have to use them. Let's see if it fits though before I say that. Okay, it fits. So I say it fits because if you've never made one before, it has to be above this. It can't hang over. So it can't be so tall that it comes out to here because that's not going to work, because we have to enclose it in like a little pocket here. So now that my paper clip's on there, I'm just going to get some of my, I like to use the 3-in-1 Fabrifix glue for these because it just holds better. And because we have an object in there, it just seems to work better. And then once you have this, you're going to just put it in here and put this over top of it like so. Okay. And what I like to do is, just so if any glue squishes out or something, I like to kind of insert something in there where in that piece with the paper clip, and you can see the end result we're going to get here. But this is how you make a hidden paper clip. So the paper clip is hidden. Hence the name. Now, I know some of you have been making these for a very long time, but like I said, there might be some newbies in here who have never made one before, and I want them to have some fun too. All right, and so I would keep it on here while it dries, but you can see the working mechanism of it. We've glued it so that paper stays attached to the outer pieces, and the paper clip kind of stays snuggled in there, nice and cozy and hidden. Okay, and we have to find a page for our over the page. We're not here. No. Nope. We'll put it over the blue page. Why not? So it's going to go here. And then we're going to put it on with our paper clip. Like so. And you could add, you know, a little something off the top there if you want to glue something onto it. You can also make it so that the paper clip comes through both pieces, and then you'll have a little bit of the paper clip that you could tie something onto. I do have a couple of those on my videos within the channel, so you may come across it. All right. All right, so we have all that. This is now... Is he dry? Yeah, I guess they're dry. This is my cover. I love it. It may not be your cup of tea, but I think it'll be a good protective cover while being pretty. Ooh, I guess I'm going to have to figure that all out, huh? Well, it works. See? It'll go. It'll go. Maybe not the most practical, but I like it. I have to. I'm kind of stuck with it now. But I can find it under all of these things. It's fine. And then I think I might like add some of those charms to the end of it and maybe tie it up. Let's see how that will look. Let me get them. I have these. So I have the seashell. That's pretty cool. I think it needs to go up more. Oh, I forgot what I did. Oh, there we go. Like, wait, what? Well, I guess that's how she's going. I thought this was going to move. Oh, it does. Okay. Like, I thought that was going to move. Let's see. I have to do something with this piece. Kind of looks like boat rope. All right, I'm going to have to glue it because it's not going to stay once I cut the end. So let me put some glue in there. Pull it nice and tight. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to clip this extra end off. So that's one. And then, what else do I got? How about this guy? He's fun. Is this going to fit through here? Okay, I ended up just putting some glue on the end of it. I had a torch down here, but I don't know where it went. So anyway, this is what we're doing. And a little glue on this guy. This will dry clear, so I'm not worried about that. And I could stitch them on here. There's a lot of things I could do, but this is my... All right, so, and then this one's dry, mostly. I'll let him dry a little more, and then he will be cut off, and then these two will just hold it closed by holding it down. And it's fine. It'll work. It'll work fine. And I can make it a little tighter or looser, depending on how big I make my journal. There we go. There we go. And that'll sit on the shelf, and that'll just protect the inner portion of this. It's really just an outer, and I could even put this behind my coral because of the way I've placed it. But for now, that's fine. The resin does make it a little tricky to work with, but it's solid, and this glue is holding it like nobody's business, so I'm not that worried about it. And as this gets thicker, this will hold tighter, and I can just tighten it also. So, yeah, I like it. But hey, like I said, it might not be for you. So, but that's what we got today, guys. All right, there'll be more videos, but I know you're working on your own. So, but that's my cover. Everybody's like, what are you doing for your cover? That's what I'm doing for my cover. And, yeah, so, like I said, the waxing will be down below. And I don't know, I forgot what else I said I would put to, oh, I think the brushes and some other stuff. Let me know what you think. I know it probably looks a little tricky and weird, and I'm sure you guys will improve it, because you always do. You always take my ideas and make them so much better with your own genius. So I'll look forward to seeing that. But thank you so much for spending some time with me. And if you haven't, check out the other videos for this month to get you to here. And get your free kit. All the details are down below. It's a free kit all throughout the month of October, which is almost over. So you might as well grab it now. 2024, October, you get this kit for free. And if you're watching this after October, you can still get it for a very reasonable price in my shop. So you can check that out in the description box below also. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video, I hope. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.